falling behind his own cage for Del Monte. Del Monte, his pass tipped away. Now here's Burke. Burke gets that one wrestled away, and now here come the Beavers once again. That's Colby Joseph, dipping the shoulder. Joseph gets taken down and careens into the post and the end wall. We have a couple players falling over Benedetto. And Quinn gives Colby Joseph a tap. There's going to be a penalty coming up on this call. If you're just rejoining the stream, thank you for sticking with us. We apologize for the technical difficulties we've been experiencing here tonight. The last goal, Troy Hamilton. Troy Hamilton, the last goal scorer for the Beavers, breaking through, picking up a loose puck in the low slot after a bit of chaos. A loose puck being settled down by the Beaver player, and he finds Twine through a heaping mess of bodies, and that puts us at 3-0 where we stand now. Kyle Quinn with a penalty shot there by Pollock into the chest of Benedetto. Benedetto sealing the bottom of the net, and he holds for a whistle.
Tough opportunity there. Benedetto unable to hold on to the puck, and Reed Arnold got another opportunity. Benedetto was able to make the save, cover up the puck, and freeze it.
Now Gallant and Arnold dig in. Gallant wins that one clean below the goal line. Bradley Gallant whacks that one out of the zone. First 20 seconds gone on the Kyle Quinn penalty. Now here come the Beavers. They haven't struck yet on the power play. They're looking for their first power play goal here tonight. Pollock dances through. Here's Pollock driving the slot, shooting one. Blocked in front by Doyle, who sends it back out of the zone. Now the Beavers recoiling. That's Pollock. That gets tipped into the zone. Troy Hamilton, the latest goal scorer for the Beavers. Playing that one through. Then there's Henry for Barley. Carter Barley, the captain, shooting one. Pad save by Benedetto. He puts another one on. That whistles past Benedetto's ear into the high glass. Now here's Hamilton. Hamilton dancing through center. 50 seconds to go. Here's Howard. Sheldon Howard shooting one just under the glove and past the net of Benedetto. Now the Beavers making their way back up ice. There's Henry. Henry gets rubbed out by Del Monte and taken down. A couple bodies going flying. That was Howard that went headfirst into the boards. Everyone's up, no worse for wear. Under 30 seconds to go on the Kyle Quinn penalty. Fresh players coming on for the Beavers. They'll wait and try and get a controlled breakout going. And they will. There's Barley up ice through the middle. Now to Joseph, shooting one. Pad save there by Benedetto, and that gets sent right back out. Carter Barley, the captain, finally gets changed up. Final 5 on the PK for UNLV. And they're back to full strength as Kyle Quinn emerges from the box. Now here come the Beavers, now at even strength. Benedetto wires that one around the wall. Jackson Wyatt doing battle with Walker Jerome. Monius has that one chopped away by Jackson. That's sit down the length of the ice, no icing. Big time hit in behind the net. Bradley Gallant leaves that one over for Doyle. Doyle turning away from pressure, shovels that one back into the zone. Max Johnson gets a stick whacked out of his hands. He picks it up, delayed penalty on the Beavers. Shot there by Jackson Wyatt, blocked in front, and a Beaver touches it up. And a bit of extra stick work after the play. Bradley Gallant talking with Colby Joseph. Vinny Benedetto got to the bench when UNLV, their first power play opportunity of the game. A big opportunity, 6:48 to go. And Gildy, if they strike here, maybe they can start carrying some momentum into the third.
This is a huge momentum shift right now. UNLV killed off all their penalties so far in this game. Now they got themselves a power play. Down by 3 goals, a little more than halfway through regulation. There's an opportunity for UNLV to strike back and get right back into the game.
Braden Pollock serving the penalty. And now here comes a broken play. Here come the Beavers. Here's Reed Arnold cutting to the center, shooting one, blocked by the stick of Rob McCullum. Now Alec Johnson leaves that for Heath Mensch. Mensch leaves it for McCollum. Now here's Rob McCollum. McCollum drops it off for Strong. Now here's Caleb Strong, gonna headman this rush. Gains the red. Now Mensch. Mensch over the blue line, but gets picked away and sent back on net for Benedetto. Benedetto leaves that for Jackson Wyatt. 40 seconds gone already on the Pollock penalty. Now here's Wyatt. Jackson Wyatt drops it off for Gallant. Gallant cuts to the center, gets chopped away there by Buchholz. Buchholz is going to stay in on the forecheck on Dalmonte. He mirrors him. Dalmonte for Gallant to the center of the ice. Gallant skating in. He gains his own. Pulls on the brakes. Feeds across ice. Dalmonte stepping in. Dalmonte moving on in, looking. No retreat to the point. Now Jackson Wyatt. He and Dalmonte will switch. He leaves that for Dalmonte off the kick plate. Dalmonte is just going to send that one in and around the wall. Opposite side for Cole Wyatt. Plays it up for Jackson. Can't get there. It gets picked off by Carter Barley. Carter Barley, rink wide feed for Kadolf. Kadolf off the blocker of Benedetto. Now Gallant picks up the rebound. Final 30 of the power play. Turns the puck over. Crawley sends it right back in. Now Benedetto stops that up. And he'll play it up off the wall. Arnold stops it at the blue line. He keeps his own. Arnold sends it right back in over the head of Doyle. Final 10 seconds of the power play coming up. Nick Doyle below the goal line. He'll look. Peterson still in the zone. Forechecking. Doyle for Gallant. Gallant sends it on in from the red. It's on net. And Wallace will freeze it for a whistle. Minot State with a phenomenal display on the penalty kill, and UNLV being triple outshot at this very moment.
Yeah, they got outshot in their own power play, UNLV, and that's a testament right there to Minot State this whole entire game. They've been dominating, and even when they're shorthanded, they look like they're in full strength.
And Gildy, I'm sure you might have noticed there's a round of applause from the Beavers staff after that penalty kill ended, keeping their guys in it. As Nick Doyle tries to send one on net, but it gets tipped up and out of play, and we got more stick taps from the Beaver bench.
And they deserve it because that was when UNLV had a chance to change the momentum of this game. Might not change the momentum of the game when they were down 2-0. UNLV, this was an opportunity for them to alter the momentum, and they weren't able to do it. So that's why those stick taps are hurt for the Minot State bench, because they know how big that penalty kill was.
Now Carter Barley can't dance through traffic. There's Nick Doyle under pressure from Barley. He gets sent into the wall. The Beavers send it right back into the zone. Turnover there by Doyle almost. He tried to pass that through the blue paint. A good stick there by Henry, it looks like, directed it right back on to Benedetto.
It didn't look Henry even meant to put it on net. It looked like he just topped the puck by accident, and it was a shot on net.
And that's one of the core rules that you're taught when you're young, Gil, to keep your stick on the ice, and that's another example there. Troy Hamilton breaking up that breakout pass with his stick on the ice. Under 4 minutes left in the second period now. Kyle Quinn plays that one up off the stick of Doyle. Doyle plays it up. Buchholz stops it. Buchholz down low for Moffitt. Moffitt trying to dance through. He gets sieged, and the puck taken away. It hops over the stick of Jakubowski, sends it back up. Doyle stops it with his shin pad. Minot State plays it in their own end. Touch pass from Hamilton to Buchholz. Buchholz dances through traffic. Buchholz below the goal line. Dazzling move. Now he still has the puck. Jay Buchholz. Jakubowski stepping on and shooting when he scores. Matthew Jakubowski with the snipe from the faceoff dot, and the Beavers pull out front 4-0.
Now Jakubowski, just like the last goal by Hamilton, showed patience, got the shot that he wanted, and sniped it almost like what you would want out of a video game, right there at that top corner.
Top corner, and even had so much heat on it, it rang around the entire back iron of the post and almost came out. The biggest deficit UNLV has faced at home all year long. In fact, it's the biggest deficit they've faced in just about 14 whole months. Benedetto high points that puck and holds it for a whistle. and go to UNLV on our scoreboard being outshot 33-12, which is something that is very rare. Like UNLV being outshot is rare,
Yes.
let alone being triple outshot.
But Minot State, they felt like they were coming in behind going into this matchup. They're 0-1 head-to-head against the Rebels entering it. They were ranked #1. They want to show that they are the #1 team in the country. And they want to show that last night's win wasn't just a fluke. And that's what they're doing right now tonight, up 4-0.
Alex Johnson with a shot through traffic, redirected. Steered away from harm's way. Got a stoppage of play. We have a player down and we have some pushing and shoving. It's a skating Rebel down. Crywye and Strong were on the ice and some sticks come up. Caleb Strong skates away. As you get a good look there. Everyone skating away, cooler heads prevailing. And some fresher legs hopping on for the Rebels. 2:33 to go. Faceoff's going to come outside the zone. At City National Arena, you can hear a pin drop.
Yeah, and that's what happens when a home team's down by 3 or more goals and you don't see a lot of momentum from that home team. You can hear a pin drop, but when Minot scores, you don't hear pin drops. You hear their faithful giving it. I saw some Minot State flags. I saw one person come in here with a hat that had a beaver on
I
top
saw
of
that,
it, like
the
a
beaver hat.
And I give credit to AJ Reed because he pointed it out to me. So I was shouting about it on the broadcast. That one, but it was crazy.
Was right behind him in the restaurant pregame to get some food.
Interview him?
I didn't get the interview. I thought about it, but I didn't get it. I was locked in on getting my pizza. Minot State bench yelling at the official. Oh, play on off the wall. Now here comes Minot State. Shooting one. Pad save, and Joseph goes crashing into the cage. And Joseph, a bit slower to get up, but he's back up on his feet.
It is a tough night for Vinny Benedetto. He has a lot of Minot State pressure. That's another 2-on-1 opportunity that they just had. And leading the charge there was Walker Jerome. And Dom, look at the scoreboard for a second. Oh no, it has changed. No,
well, it was stuck on an angel number for a moment. That's what we had to pause for. And that's what the Minot State bench was yelling about. And now the time is correct, 2:08.
Maybe that's the momentum, Dom, that UNLV needed. Maybe it was the angel number, like you like to say.
We're back underway. Kyle Quinn plays that one around. Tristan Rand has that one careen off his stick, and here's Jackson Wyatt. Under 2 minutes now to go. Scoreboard's fixed up. UNLV, here's Sophopoulos. Centering pass gets broken up. Now here's Kelly. Mason Kelly pirouettes. Feeds one cross ice that gets sticked away. Tristan Rand takes a bump. Rand still in on the forecheck. The Beavers. That pass intended for Howard, and it's blown dead for an icing with 1:22 left now.
And UNLV, they haven't really done it yet, but gotta put the gas. You gotta put the foot on the gas at some point in this game, right, Dom? There's a point where it's too much, and I feel like if you're able to maybe get a goal here, maybe get some good opportunities, leave some momentum to go. Maybe just a good offensive zone opportunity here. That'll be enough to give UNLV some momentum into the third period. Because right now they look flat, and right now Minot State's been dominating the first 2 periods.
Domination is right. Here's Reed Arnold driving that shooting one off the mask of Benedetto way up high in the protective netting. Deadly chance by Reed Arnold. The junior from Saskatchewan, played for the Humboldt Broncos, had an A on his chest.
And Arnold's had a lot of close opportunities tonight. Would not surprise me at all if he was able to find the back end of the net at some point tonight.
Carter Barley, his shot gets tipped away from danger. Minot State recoiling in their own zone. There's Barley over the red with a minute to go. Benedetto for Johnson. Johnson's pass is picked off and sent right back in by Pollock. Forward. Now Kadolf for Barley. D to D. Off of a skate there and shoveled in by Berg. Minot State keeping possession. Here's Barley. Carter Barley moving on in. Feeds one cross ice. Gets blocked by the shin pad of an outstretched Alec Johnson. Now down low. Henry gets steered into the wall hard by Alec Johnson. And that's a penalty on the Rebels once again. Alec Johnson looking for an explanation. Palm skyward. Curtis talking to the UNLV captain as he skates to the penalty box. And Reese Henry is up and no worse for wear. 18 seconds to go, 17.9 to be exact. In this middle period, face-off coming back to the UNLV defensive zone.
Now Minot State can really make a statement here. They have 17.9 seconds with the power play to end off the period.
Bradley Gallant harassing Reed Arnold. So is Batuzov. Arnold's going to turn away from pressure. Backhand steers it up. Final couple seconds tick off. And that'll do it. 40 minutes down. 4-0 the Beavers lead. Pretty stark contrast game to last night, Gildy, as the Beavers leave the ice. You can hear on the broadcast the fans pumping them up.
They're number one in the nation for a reason. First 5 minutes of the game, UNLV had a couple opportunities. And I said, well, I really wish that they could have capitalized and cashed in on them, because why not? They're going to be able to adjust. And they adjusted, and they scored 4 unanswered goals in the next 2 periods. So check mark for the first period, check mark for the second period. But Minot, they got to be able to finish. They weren't able to finish last night. Let's see what they do tonight. Minot, they can have a little bit of an advantage. They're going to have some power play hockey to start off. And the Rebels, they're as far back as they can get. They have to first kill off a penalty, then score 4 more goals to knot it up. So UNLV's got to climb a mountain, but Mount Charleston's right by here. So it's been done before.
We'll see, Gildy. It all starts with one step, one climb of a mountain. But we'll see. We'll have to wait until after the break. Third period hockey between 2 top 5 teams coming right at you.
here with Cole Wyatt. Cole, a lot of penalties in that period. What do you guys need to do to clean that up? Joined here with Robert McCollum. Rob, what's the message to the team in the locker room?
Time to crawl back. It's going to be one shift at a time. We got to get back to playing our game here. We got away from it there in the second period.
Feels like, especially on the power play, you guys have been a step behind Minot. How do you correct that going forward?
I don't think a step behind. I just think our passes aren't really clicking right now. They're just coming at us hard, so we got to kind of make a quicker play and take advantage of them overextending on the power play.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
Dom and Ryan, back to you guys.
Thank you for that, AJ. That was AJ Reed, the ringside reporter, standing by with defenseman Rob McCollum. You're looking at the stats through 40 minutes. No one's connected on the special teams so far tonight, but Minot State owning every single statistical category. More discipline, more shots on goal, and the most important stat, Gildy, more goals.
Yes, that's the most important stat is the goals scored. And Minot State is dominating in that category, up 4-0. Minot State's dominated in time of possession throughout the game. Even on special teams, even though they haven't scored on any of their opportunities, their penalty kill versus UNLV was dominant, and it's the reason why right now they're up 4-0.
And those keys that you saw briefly on your screen, Minot State just got to finish this game off, play a clean 20, and they're home free with a sweep, and UNLV get one to try and possibly break this dam holding them back in terms of scoring. And we're back underway in the third period. If you've stayed with us all night long, thanks for staying with us. And if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. On the call is myself, Dominic Lavoie, joined by Ryan Gilder. Now, UNLV entering this period, they came in with about a minute 43 of carryover penalty kill time. Alec Johnson took a penalty late in the second period. There's just around 70 seconds to go on the Minot State power play, their fifth of the game. Now, a minute to go on the power play for the Beavers. Mishandling that puck for a second was cut off. Now here's Troy Hamilton. Hamilton spins that one in and offsides. Play's blown dead. Lots of goal scoring up and down the lineup all night here, Gildy.
For the Beavers. Goals all from one team.
Now 53 seconds to go on the Alec Johnson penalty as we get back going. Now Reed Arnold gets pointed back behind his net by Pollock. Now Moffitt, his pass gets knocked down by the stick of Del Monte and sent in. Wallace. Moffitt sends that one in. Pollock has that hop off his stick. 20 seconds to go now on the Minot State power play. That puck gets whacked down the length of the ice once again. Buchholz with 10 to go. Maybe one more rush on the man advantage for the Beavers if they hurry. Now under 5 to go. You can hear the goaltender Beaver tailing. UNLV back to full strength. Shot there. Misses the net. Now here's Caleb Strong. Strong looking. Shooting one from the slot into the chest of Wallace, and no hold for a whistle.
And that's the first opportunity for UNLV in this third period. They're going to need to get a lot more offensive zone. Time to try to make a comeback in this one, but that's a step in the right direction for the UNLV Skate Rebels.
Minot State trying to clear the zone. Strong has that one hop off his stick. Cole White settles down the bouncing puck and whacks it back in. Rand pressed up against the wall by White. Now Strong knifes it back through. Rand triple teamed by some guys in red sweaters. Cole White with a shot off the pad of Wallace. Walker Jerome gets his pass broken up by Nick Doyle. Doyle below the goal line, feeds it to the slot, picked up by Galan, almost had it hopped over his stick. It's fed off the wall and out. Now here comes Galan, bad change for the Beavers. Galan moving on in, leaves it for White, shooting one, kick save and a beauty by Wallace. Another shot blocked in front by Ben Johnson, who lifts that one out of the zone for Alec Johnson on the opposite end, who settles it down. Stretch pass picked off by Ben Johnson, who gains the zone for the Beavers. Ben Johnson shooting one into the chest of Benedetto, who hangs on tight for a stoppage.
Couple of good opportunities for UNLV. Yet again, had a little bit of trouble there with the stretch pass. I mean, I feel like you got to gamble a little bit, but that pass right there directly to Ben Johnson.
The Rebels breaking the puck out now. That's Demizio getting in the zone. The puck stops up, and now here's Rands and Curtis 2-on-2 the other way for the Beavers. Curtis shooting one from far out, blocked away by Benedetto. Carter Barley for Rands, shooting one, misses the net. Curtis feeds it back down low. Barley and Ford come together. It's played over to the wall again. Fed back up for Pollock at the point. Now Pollock shooting one through traffic, blocked away by a leg. Now down low, fed up ice for Demizio, touches on for Gallant, return pass to Demizio. Demizio on his own as UNLV gets fresh legs. Demizio pulls up at the half wall, spins that one back down low. Logan Rands is on that one, pressured by Heath Mensch. Rands, touch pass there, up for Reed Arnold. Arnold loses the puck, but it flutters harmlessly on net for Benedetto, who hangs on for another whistle. 16:02 remaining in the third, 16:03. Quick correction.
Yeah, I feel like even though the Minot State's defense is bending a little bit, not breaking, and even the shots that UNLV is getting, they're kind of a little bit odd angles still in this third period. I haven't seen really many good opportunities from UNLV in this game. Their best have come in the third period, but still, they're not great opportunities in the offensive zone.
Another block shot by the Rebels. Minot State puts another one on net. And Benedetto makes a save and holds on for another whistle.
And Jake Anthony, one of those bigger guys, not at that 6'3" stature, but 6'1", hanging right around the net next to Benedetto, trying to cash in on the 5th goal tonight for the Beavers.
Minot State wins the draw, one-time drive. It's blocked by Sethopoulos, who's hobbled a bit. He shakes it off. Sethopoulos has that go off his stick. Jerome plays it around by now Sethopoulos. Sethopoulos off the wall for Kelly. Kelly shooting one into the chest of Wallace and Gildy. I don't know if you saw there, but on that shot, didn't look like Wallace was ready for that shot from the half wall. That blocker side was gaping open a bit.
Yeah, it really was. I feel like a lower shot or even one towards that blocker side a little bit would have been more effective, because Wallace, he didn't really look ready to go. Looked like he was on his heels a little bit. That could have been a really good opportunity off of a rebound. But because it was shot all the way up to the chest, he was able to freeze it.
Now here's Joey Moffitt. Moffitt. Now there's Buchholz. Buchholz pulls up in the corner. Loose puck is picked up by Burke. Now Burke plays it off the wall and into the zone. There's Wallace again. Now Moffitt down low, rings it around the wall for Hamilton. Hamilton dekes around Burke. Leaves that for Buchholz. Buchholz up the left wing. Loses his stick, doesn't catch it, tried to. Fed to the slot, tipped away. It fed away from that shot there. They score! Ben Johnson with a laser of a goal. And the Beavers pull further ahead, 5-0.
And you hear the Minot State faithful giving that goal a little bit extra, a bit of a cheer. Ben Johnson, his first goal of the season.
Never too late, right?
Never too late. Another fact about Ben Johnson, also a freshman, so that's his first goal as a Beaver and his first ACHA goal.
Ben Johnson, the Lindstrom, Minnesota native. What a moment for him, scoring his first career ACHA goal.
It's a good one, too, a one-timer opportunity.
A snipe from the point.
Even though it just iced the puck there, you'll like to keep that puck after the game, probably to get a little bit of tape But
Throw some
first
tape on it. I
ACHA
believe
goal.
they're working on it right now.
Working
The
on it
athletics
right
trainer's
now.
taping the puck around right now behind the bench. Cameras can't catch it, but it's happening there, Gildy.
Players tape goals. Us broadcasters tape it when the puck comes all the way to the booth.
Still yet to do that with you.
I
Here's
know, we still have to
Dalmonte
do that.
shooting one directed to the high glass. Careens off the kick plate and pops up. Ben Johnson, the latest goal scorer, ran shooting one. Blocked out in front. Walker Jerome picks up the loose puck. He'll start it out. Troy Hamilton, or Coley Joseph, excuse me, just softly lays that one in. Now UNLV can't really get that breakout going. Pollock sends it right back up. Now Minot State still working it in the zone. Shot there, blocked in front. It's by Matthias Dalmonte, it appeared. Now Rob McCollum in the corner, picks his puck up. And McCollum wires that one off the glass, over the stick of Jakubowski. Icing waved off. Now Pollock. These are for Jakubowski. Take it off the puck by DeMizio. Racked up ice, Barley. Gets it knifed away at the red by Gallant. Here's Nick Doyle. Doyle, stretch pass for Gallant off his skate. Jakubowski picks it up in his own end, off the glass and out. Jackson Wyatt, touch pass up to Gallant. Gallant to DeMizio. DeMizio moving in, shooting one, tipped away. Gallant has a loose puck go right between the wickets. And now here's Josh Peterson. Peterson up the right wing. Moves down low. Josh Peterson around the wall. Gets rubbed out by DeMizio. One-time drive from the point by Crywide. That got steered to the high glass. Another shot there. Gets steered away. Benedetto lost track of the puck. Minot State still with possession down below the goal line. The Rebels finally whack it out of the zone. That gets as far as the faceoff dot. Crywide's there. He hits Sheldon Howard, who tips that one up and out of play, trying to just get contact on there so there's no icing.
Now, looking at Minot's performance, like, what do you think about teams in the ACHA playing against teams in the NCAA and how that affects their performance? Because this time it affected Minot State in a positive way. And let's say if they are able to complete a win tonight, they get a sweep against UNLV. UNLV last year, when they played against Denver, they went on to beat UCO in their next ACHA game. Do you see an advantage for ACHA teams playing NCAA teams, gain a taste of some really, really good action before playing some ACHA teams?
I wouldn't see it as a super big advantage. If you would, as we have some six come up behind the play. Dylan Ford mixing it up. And Mason Kelly in there kind of maybe playing, he is playing peacemaker. He's giving Ford a hug with an arm from behind and telling him just get out of there. And Moffitt talking with Mensch and chatting with Alec Johnson as they skate away. But back to what I was saying, Gildy, Alec Johnson's still talking to Moffitt as he's going back to the bench. Can't really imagine anything nice is being said. They're still barking, and Moffitt's going to skate away.
They're giving each other their Christmas recipes, Dom.
Maybe wishing them a Happy New Year, but off his own draw for the Beavers, I don't really think it gives a huge advantage. It just kind of gets you dialed in and dialed up a bit more as we have a stoppage of play because they're playing, like you said, that top-tier competition. So essentially what you're doing is playing some phenomenal hockey, playing phenomenal hockey teams, and you're playing faster competition, faster players, stronger players, better players, and when you do that, you get dialed up and you're used to playing a harder opponent. So essentially iron sharpens iron in this case. So when you play a better opponent, you're going to come out of the gates the next one conditioned for that opponent. So long-winded way of saying half yes. In on a break, moving on in, broken up from behind by Kyle Quinn and delayed penalty. It's blown dead. And that's going to be a penalty called on Kyle Quinn. UNLV going to the box. Once again, hooking's a call. So now Minot State back on the man advantage once again. They haven't converted yet, but definitely look for them to convert here. So on this opportunity.
And I think my analogy to how it can all connect with playing against tougher competition, it's like why baseball players use a barrel. Because then when you face that fastball, your swing's a little bit faster. And you look at Minot, they're looking a little bit faster. Night number 2, they look really fast compared to when they played them in the Chicago Classic, where they lost 3-0 to UNLV.
And no doubt that that game is in the Beavers' mind. I mean, you play at a neutral site and you lose to this team. There's a hit there and a stoppage. You go to Chicago and play in a showcase. You lose to this very same team. You're going to want to, for sure, come back to their place and lay a beating on them at least in one game. Series split, you still win the season series, but at this point, they're about to win the season series regardless.
Yeah, the what should I say? The narrative going into this game.
Scott Gallant driving in, shorthanded shot there. Rebound kicks out to Batuzov. Carter Barley stretching out and blocking a shot. And now here come the Beavers. 2-man advantage the other way. Rink wide feed. Shooting one there, directed into the netting. What speed on the breakout once again, Gildy, but continue.
Okay, so the narrative going into this game for Minot State and for UNLV was either of those wins a fluke. Like Minot State last night, they got themselves a win, but they had to do it all the way in a shootout. UNLV, they won 3-0, but they got shut out by Wixon, and it was in a neutral site for both teams, not really normal for either of them. So tonight was going to be okay. Was either of those wins a fluke? Which team's going to come out and show up tonight? And it's been Minot State tonight, Dom.
Minot State really all weekend. I mean, UNLV had some fight in them, but they've really showed up and showed out here in Las Vegas. Just about a minute under the power play. Pollock pump faking up to the point. Shot there by Rands into the chest of Benedetto. Loose puck whacked away from the crease. Now Rands. Shot there. Patsy Pollock putting one on again from the point. Blocked in front. Final 30. Now Rands. Over Buchholz. Buchholz shooting one. Deflected wide. Kicked off the end boards. Wraparound drive. Fed to the slot. No joy for the Beavers. That puck gets sent out. Final 15 on the Minot State power play. Here's Logan Rands once again. Logan Rands for Walker Jerome. Walker Jerome to the center ice. Big hit at the blue line. Looks like Nick Doyle laying the lumber on his former team once again this week. And as we have another stoppage of play, UNLV back to full strength. But a big hit at the blue line by Doyle.
But Doyle's been a big presence for the UNLV defense throughout this series and its debut series for UNLV, making a lot of key blocks last night to keep the game going and extending it to overtime. And even tonight, he's blocked a couple of shots. So good defensive presence this weekend by Nick Doyle.
That was Joseph and Strong digging in on the dot. That gets sent cross corner. Jackson Wyatt's back to retrieve. Now here's Wyatt for Strong. Strong works that back for Dalmonte. Dalmonte, his pass is picked off. Now here come the Beavers. Walker Jerome leaves that one on. That gets turned over. And now here's Strong. 3-on-2 for the Rebels. Partially good stick by Kadolf to break up that rink-wide pass. And he sends it right back into the zone. Minot State gets changed up. Everyone doing battle behind the cage now. 8.5 to go. Centering pass. They shoot. And oh my goodness. It looks like it might have went off of traffic in front. Good scoring chance for Trenton Curtis with a one-timer from the slot. Now Jackson White trying to get a controlled breakout going. Once again, another 1-2-2 display for the Beavers. Here's Tristan Rand. Rand sends it in. Gallant on the opposite wall to pick it up. Demizio can't pick up that loose puck. There's Ben Johnson. Johnson flips that one down the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Centering pass. No one home there. It's tipped away. Now Alec Johnson, soft pass up for Gallant. Gallant's going to start this rush. to the right wing for Max Johnson. Max Johnson's pass is tipped away. Gallant picks his own puck up. Now for Ford. Ford catches the puck, shooting one through traffic, blocked in front. It's blocked by Pollock. Pollock is hobbled, trying to get off the ice. Here's Alec Johnson trying to get a rush going. Alec Johnson shakes off a check from Sheldon Howard. Loose puck. Max Johnson's there. Max Johnson shovels it back in. He sends his man to the ice. That was Krywat. Now Ford can't knife that one through. Stathopoulos looks like he tipped it into the bench. 7:09 to go, and we got a stoppage. Pollock being attended to by the trainer on the bench right next to us.
And this is an important time for the Skating Rebels not to go through the motions. Every goal matters. I mean, seasons come down to point differential and sometimes even goal differential. But more than that, more important than that, is that you want to get something good to end off a weekend. Even though it was a very negative end to the weekend, you want to get something good to end off on because you have a tough schedule coming up for UNLV. And you don't want to leave it with a really bad taste in your mouth, Dom.
Minot State leaving that one on, shooting one. That was Sheldon Howard with another chance, just missing the net wide. It's going to be steered back in. Now Mensch. Saucer pass for Kelly. Rink wide for Mensch. Heath Mensch dangles to the outside. Mensch fans on his shot. Good stick by Krywat to break that up. Now stretch pass moved for Troy Hamilton on the left wing. Hamilton cutting on in. Dances through traffic. Gets it knocked away by Quint. Stathopoulos picks up the loose puck. Flips it up ice for Batuzov. Can't get there because of Buchholz. Buchholz plays it softly into the zone. Fresh legs coming on for Minot. 6 minutes to go in the third period. Here's Ness. He tips that one into the zone. Johnson plays that around. Batuzov can't stick that one down. Hamilton leaves on for Buchholz. Batuzov pickpocketed him and sent it back in. Johnson under siege from Ness. Ness can't play that one further in. Ron McCollum in his zone end. That puck sent into the zone. 5.5 to go now. Here's Ben Johnson looking from behind his own goal. Off the stick of Logan Rand's Tristan Rand reverses that one back into the zone. Caleb Strong's over there with Ben Johnson to retrieve. Strong skates away from pressure, chops it away, but it gets nicked away there by Colby Joseph. Colby Joseph's going to get in on this puck in his zone. Plays it off the net. Minot State working it down low. Bobble puck, and now here's Tristan Rand up the left wing for the Rebels. Tristan Rand cuts outside. Tries to play it through Pollock, and Pollock and Rand's sticks come up as Wallace finds that and holds for a whistle. Just under 5 minutes left.
A couple opportunities there from UNLV. That last one by Tristan Rand. Likes to take it up himself. One of those speedy players from UNLV. And he has the ability to get past a couple defenders. That time wasn't able to, but usually times, even last night, he was able to find the back of the net, splitting a couple of defenders.
Max Johnson and Colby Joseph digging in. Joseph ties it up, but Demizio's there to recover the puck. There's Jason Demizio, stop it up, shooting one from the point, tipped away of the skate of Joseph. Now Max Johnson for Demizio. Demizio off the wall. Alec Johnson off the pad, kicks out to Ford. Ford shooting one, tipped away. Now there's Demizio. Demizio pumps, moving on in. Demizio cross ice field for Alec Johnson. He fans on the one-timer. Now here's Dylan Ford. Ford looking. Alec Johnson now right in front of your camera. Alec Johnson skating the line, hits up Ford. Ford shooting one off the pad, loose puck, can't be settled down. And Demizio has it come off the center of the net. Demizio puts one on. It's into the net. The net comes over. And everyone's celebrating, and Joseph and Johnson start jousting in the back. I don't know if that puck went in because, I mean, Geldy, the net came over Riley Wallace. Max Johnson saying it's a goal. Demizio is saying that's a goal.
But the referee is pointing to the box. it's a lot going on here.
The puck is over the goal line. It is over the goal line. Our
there.
cameras can't really catch it right now, but it's over the goal line. We can see that definitively. Jason Demizio pleading his case.
Jason Demizio is like, hey, I got the goal. It's inside the net. It's past the red line. Where's the signal?
Demizio, see him in the center of your screen, palm skyward, and he's skating away, clearly in disgust.
He got a goal. His second game this season.
I'm not entirely sure if that puck went in. It was a messy sequence. So now you have
We got an ad on the screen.
got a little pop up on the scoreboard. 4:14 to go.
What
The
was
face-off.
that?
Not sure what that was, but we play on now. The face-off came outside of the zone. UNLV still held scoreless.
Now let's just play hypothetical here. Let's have some fun here at the back end of the game.
Now Jack is on the scoreboard. Oh, it's the celebrity lookalikes.
Oh.
There it is.
I thought it was an ad.
There it is. So apparently we have a Jack in
I
the
had no
building.
idea what that was. But okay, hypothetical here, Dom. What if game was tied and that happened with Demizio near the net? That would have been
Be a lot of
something else.
unhappy UNLV people, that's for sure. So
They
that
might have
puck
needed to
floats.
go through a stream and see if it went in or not. They might have needed a boomer.
maybe got more celebrity lookalikes going up on the board here at City National Arena with under 4 minutes to go. Face off out to the left of Wallace. There's just a Stevie Nicks lookalike that came up that was really good, Gildy. You missed that one, but try to have some fun here in Las Vegas. Here's Curtis slapping that puck to the high glass into the zone. It's an old-fashioned Steve Eierserman clap bomb from the red line. Well, we play on now. UNLV sends it up to the red. Crywide plays it right back in. Kelly scoops it off the glass and out. Good stick by Wyatt to break up Henry's zone entry, and puck goes out of play. 3:24 to go, and more celebrity lookalikes going. Newt Scamander, and that's apparently Bo Kennedy. You can't really see that, but Kevin Hart. Let's
Look up
see
the
who's there.
broadcast.
See who's there. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. Bo Kennedy being featured on the broadcast again. Apparently Newt Scamander. I have no idea who that is, Gildy, if you know who that
your
is.
celebrity look like?
I've gotten a lot. I mean, if the fans watching are familiar with my appearance, and I've gotten Will Smith, I've gotten Trevor Noah, I've gotten Kid and Play, I've gotten a lot of celebrity lookalikes.
Now here's the thing. I think I'm pretty unique, Tom. I don't know who.
I mean, you are a redhead, so that is pretty unique.
Everyone's like, you're Ed Sheeran. Like I got in
Ed
that.
Sheeran's a good one, though.
got
I
that
like
a
Ed
lot.
Sheeran.
Whenever people trash talk me in sports, they know like, oh, okay, Ed Sheeran. And I'm like, he's a Grammy-winning artist. Like, what's so bad about him? I think he's a pretty cool dude.
I mean, not a lot of people like Ed Sheeran. He is memed a lot, Gildy.
I think he's a cool guy.
Oh, we play on with about 2.5 minutes to go here at City National Arena. Puck stuck down low. Finally picked free by Luke Burke. Burke tried to feed Batuzov. No joy. Here comes the Beavers shooting one off the stick of Vinny Benedetto. Alec Johnson leaves that on for Del Monte, and now here's Tristan Rand. Rand busting up the ice, scoops it in. Wallace plays that through the wickets of Pollock. Moffat's there. Moffat plays that one high up off the glass, and it falls on the red line. And that's sent right back up. Pollock sends it back up again, gloved down by Strong. Strong can't pick up the loose puck, though. Fed in tight. Hamilton shooting one. Off with a pad. UNLV trying to break the puck back out. Fresh legs coming on for the Beavers. Wyatt sears it up for Jerome. Wyatt shovels that one in. 90 seconds to go at City National Arena. Here's Crywide behind the net. Lou Coles almost gets pickpocketed by Bradley Gallant. Gets bumped by Demizio. .75 seconds to go here in this one. Max Johnson touches it on. Here's Bradley Gallant with speed, gains his own, leaves that back for Demizio. Johnson with a drive. Gallant rebound chance, loose puck on the slot, cleared away. A couple of big time saves there from Riley Wallace and the Minot State faithful who traveled to Las Vegas. Celebrating. That puck flipped in under a minute to go now. Walker Jerome leaves that for Kadolf. Now up ice. That's Joseph. Kelly doing battle with Joseph. Monius picks it up and gains the red and sends it in. He gets sent to the ice by Doyle, and Monius start jousting at center. They separate, under 30 to go. Now here comes Heath Mensch, the Minot State bench coming to life, kicking the board, screaming, doing whatever. Final 15. That puck gets sent down the length of the ice. Minot State fired up. The play is blown dead for an icing with 10 seconds to go, and Geldy, even through the stoppage, the Minot State fans and the Beaver bench has not stopped cheering.
I feel like we gave a lot of credit to Minot tonight, but I feel like one guy that we haven't given enough credit to so far is Riley Wallace for his performance. We talked all about great defense from Minot, great offense, but talk about the goaltending tonight by Wallace. 10 and a half to go in this one, but Wallace, an unbelievable performance.
We got a mix up there. Heath Mensch and Carter Barley coming together. Mensch had his legs taken out from under him, and he speared Barley, and Logan Rands is barking. Mensch isn't hearing any of it.
Now that would normally be a penalty, but I just think that the referees just want to end the game here.
Carter Barley talking to Mensch, pointing at the scoreboard. The Minot State bench is still going nuts. No empty net for UNLV. Looks like they had an extra attacker. The Minot bench is loud. We're still waiting the draw to get back going here. And we're back underway. Whacked around. And then sent out of the zone. Final seconds ticking off here. And the number 1 ranked Minot State Beavers come to Vegas and take care of business, putting up 5 goals a pop each night. But tonight, punctuating the series with a shutout.
And now I can say it, I didn't want to do the announcer jinx. I didn't want to curse at all the shutout by Riley Wallace, but well-deserved shutout. Everyone will say that except Jason DeMizio, who thought he got that goal. But great performance by Riley Wallace getting the shutout. The skaters did an amazing job getting themselves 5 goals tonight. Outshot UNLV 38-21, and I feel like that's inflated a little bit. UNLV got a lot of shots at the end. Huge shot differential, huge time of possession differential. And Minot State came into Las Vegas coming in to get 2 wins, and tonight it was a statement game, Dom.
Statement game for the top team in the country against a team that beat him in Chicago. The Minot State Beaver fans still cheering as both teams go through the handshake line. And good news for UNLV, I mean, they have a week to take off. They're off next weekend. They're not playing anyone next week. So they can kind of recalibrate and refocus here in this next week. They can watch the film. They can go over what happened and really recharge and regroup as a whole team, Gildy, and get ready for their next match.
Yeah, I think some things films can see and some things it's not really film related. No one made a play. There was no one on the UNLV side that made a play to change the momentum of the game. They had opportunities. Early on, they weren't able to cash in on them. They got that power play midway throughout the game, and they weren't able to cash in. Minot looked great at the penalty kill. That's when the momentum, it was shifting towards Minot. It went completely towards Minot after that penalty kill. That's the turning point that turned the game completely over to Minot side. Was that penalty kill midway in the second period, Dom?
A game of many turning points, Gildy, as the scoreboard is white. We're going to be saying good night for the final time this weekend from Las Vegas, Nevada. Thank you all for tuning in. On behalf of myself, Dominic Dubois, Ryan Gilder, Jessica Silva, AJ Reed, Rolando, our camera guy, Kyle Kimsey, everyone here at UNLV Hockey. We thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time, January 19th and 20th against Arizona State, right back here at City National Arena. But until then, take care of yourselves and have a good one.